know that he's...
So, it's that time of the night, everybody. You might see some photographs going off in the corner. That was just a dry run. We're going to have proper cutting of the cake after a speech. And I'll invite you all to come and take some photographs in a second. So, good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dominic. I'm for the day. And what a wonderful day it's been. It's been a great day so far. The best thing about the wedding today, from my perspective, is what a relaxed day it's been and a personal day for Kate and Alan. They've done their own thing, which I think has been amazing. But it's also extended to the fact that when they asked me to be best man, or Alan did a few months ago, he said, there's no best man speech, you don't need to worry, you can relax, no best man speech at all. Fast forward to this week, Monday, got a text from Kate. We've had a think. If you can put I apologise in advance. This has been done very, very quickly, which is why I'm going to read most of it. And I also got to warn you, it's very much like Alan's speech. It's short and not very funny, so you've been warned. Okay, so how do I know Alan? Or, as I now like to call him, Alan Raymond Follen. Raymond for short. Alan was supposed to interview me for my first job in London, for London Underground, about 10 years ago. I say I was supposed to, he didn't turn up. He was worked from home or he was sick that day.
I'd been out on the piss the night.
He'd been out drinking the night before. But I got the job and I've worked for Alan on and off for the last 10 years. In that time, Alan's taught me some really, really valuable skills. Most notably, the off-site meeting. So what happens is great. Early afternoon, you go for an off-site meeting. Apparently it has to be in a pub. You have a 5-minute meeting and then stay there till closing time so you can't get into work the next day. In actual fact, in my first week, 10 years ago with London Underground, Alan took me for one of these off-site meetings with the team. And true to form, I didn't make it in the next day. And it pretty much sums up Alan's work ethic and management style. But saying that, Alan is one of the most intelligent and hard-working people I've met. And he's a great boss, he's a great person, and now I like to class him as a great friend. And it's that personality that it just warms to people. And there's lots of people here today that have worked with him in the past. And are now great friends with him. He was a great boss, he's a great friend. I'm sure those of you that know Alan might describe him as a confident, charming person, somebody that likes to drink maybe, and somebody who can be a bit of a party animal. For those that don't know Alan, myself and the fellow attendees of the stag party a couple of weeks ago can actually inform you all that he's now a boring old man. To the extent, on the Saturday night, he was the first person to leave. He was tucked up in bed, all toasty at 12:30, because he had a little tummy ache. It was so embarrassing, I considered contacting the Guinness Book of Records, because I'm convinced he drank the least of a stag on a stag do any time. It was amazing. To be fair to him, and he'll tell you all this later, on the Friday night, the first night out, he did go for it. He was the last one out, he had lots to drink. He just couldn't sustain that effort over the full weekend. And Kate has confirmed that he's more of a sprint rather than marathon kind of a guy. One chance at the weekend Alan did get to show us how manly he was we went to do clay pigeon shooting. I don't know if you've seen the photographs, it was a great day. Initially, he wasn't doing very well at all, I think it's fair to say. A tendency to shoot too soon, I think the man said. That was until they brought out the pump-action shotgun. Yes, we got to play with a pump-action shotgun. Now, we're a few minutes there, watching Alan in the middle of a field, brandishing his weapon, pumping away, where it really was a sight to behold. It was all going really well, until enthusiasm got the better of him, and getting all excited, he pumped too fast and got a blockage in the barrel. Fortunately, the really nice man was on hand, came over, gave you a hand, and with some gentle coaxing, he managed to finish you off, didn't he? So, Anyway, that's enough about Alan. I think it's always customary to say a few nice words about the happy couple. First, I'd like to thank Kate and Alan for the honour of being best man today. Really an honour. And it's been an absolute pleasure. As you are aware, days like today take considerable planning, and there's been lots of people involved in planning today. And it's been, I think you can all agree, it's been a wonderful day so far. So thanks to everybody involved, and well done. I can remember when Alan first introduced me to Kate and thinking what a warm, beautiful, friendly person she was. And the more I've got to know Kate, I do think of her as a wonderful woman, and recently thought she deserves a wonderful husband. And I don't think I'm going to rest until I get to the bottom of what's gone wrong here today. But in all seriousness, genuinely see what a lovely couple they make. I think he's done well. Well done, mate. And I must say how beautiful Kate looks today, obviously. Dress looks lovely, the hair looks lovely, everything looks lovely. You look fantastic. And the bridesmaids as well. I'd like to thank the bridesmaids on behalf of the couple. Fantastic job done by all. And Alan as well, he looks fantastic. He brushed up well, I think. Pink cravat was his choice, not mine. He also managed to, this is a true story, cut himself this morning with an electric shaver. Only Alan. And I also need to thank Kate on behalf of Alan and myself for the fantastic helicopter journey we had this morning. It was great, it was fantastic. We both enjoyed it. We had some champagne, we had a nice car there. And it's going to be the most impressive chopper anybody's going to get to see today. So I don't want to ramble on any more than's necessary. I generally think Alan and Kate are the perfect couple. They suit each other right down to the ground. I'm confident they're going to be extremely happy together as they look to conquer married life together. So with that said, I'd like to invite you all to raise your glasses for some toasts. Firstly, we're lucky to be surrounded by family, friends and loved ones today. There are some that can't be here today. So if you'd like to raise your glasses to absent friends. To absent friends. And finally, to Alan and Kate, we wish them well in the future and hope they enjoy a long and a happy marriage. To Alan and Kate. So now we're going to do cutting of the cake. Before we do, I can inform you all you're now allowed to post to social media. Post away. And once we've cut the cake, feel free to come and take photographs. We'll be having the first dance.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.